The Invisibility Jacket. I want to tell you a story. Once upon a time in the quiet town of Willowbrook, nestled between rolling hills and a tranquil river, there lived a curious tailor named Eliza. Her shop was small, tucked away in a cobbled alley, and known only to those in the know. Eliza was not your ordinary tailor, for she possessed a unique talent that was whispered about in hushed tones among her clientele. Eliza was the creator of the legendary Invisibility Jacket, a remarkable garment said to grant its wearer the power of invisibility. Rumours of this magical jacket had spread far and wide, and people came from all corners of the kingdom, hoping to obtain it. However, Eliza's remarkable creation came at a price that few were willing to pay. One cool autumn morning, a young man named Samuel entered Eliza's shop. He had heard the tales of the Invisibility Jacket, and his heart ached with desire for it. Samuel was a clever and ambitious fellow, but he lacked the morality that often guided people's choices. He had a plan, a scheme to become rich and powerful, and the jacket was the key. As Samuel walked into the dimly lit shop, the bell above the door jingled softly. Eliza, a woman of age with a face marked by wisdom, greeted him with a knowing smile. She could sense the avarice in his eyes, the unquenchable thirst for power. "Welcome, Samuel," she said, her voice like a gentle breeze. "I've heard of your desire for the Invisibility Jacket." Samuel's heart pounded in his chest. He couldn't believe that Eliza knew his intentions. He nodded cautiously. "Yes, I wish to possess it, at any cost." Eliza's eyes glittered with an otherworldly wisdom. "Very well, Samuel. I will grant you the Invisibility Jacket, but remember, it comes at a moral price. Every time you wear it, you must perform one selfless act of kindness." Samuel, blinded by his ambition, agreed without hesitation. Eliza carefully measured him, her wrinkled hands working with surprising swiftness. When she finished, she presented him with the Invisibility Jacket, a beautiful creation woven from threads that seemed to shimmer with magic. Samuel donned the jacket and vanished from sight. Eliza reminded him of the price, and he nodded, though his thoughts were elsewhere. Samuel returned to the town, invisible to all. He used his newfound power for personal gain, stealing from the rich and avoiding any consequences for his actions. The power of the jacket intoxicated him, and he became a shadowy figure, feared and reviled by the townsfolk. However, despite his unethical actions, Samuel couldn't escape the weight of the moral price he'd agreed to pay. Each time he wore the Invisibility Jacket, he felt a growing emptiness within him, a hollowness that no stolen wealth or power could fill. The jacket demanded selflessness, and as he continued to act selfishly, the darkness within him grew. One fateful day, as Samuel planned another daring heist, he witnessed a small child trapped beneath a fallen cart, crying for help. His heart wrenched, and the memory of Eliza's warning came back to him. Samuel struggled with his inner demons, but ultimately chose to save the child, revealing himself for the first time in months. The townspeople, realizing who he was, forgave him for his past actions, and Samuel found redemption in selflessness. He continued to wear the jacket, but this time he used its power to help others and make amends for his past deeds. Eliza, from her humble tailor shop, observed all of this with a knowing smile. She had sewn the jacket not just to bestow invisibility, but to teach a valuable lesson. The Invisibility Jacket had the power to reveal the true character of its wearer, and in the end, it was the moral price that proved to be its most potent magic.